you're traveling through a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. It's the land of Star Wars Black Series that constantly get repacked, reboxed, or repainted. You've just entered the Hasbro Zone. Dun dun! Listen, everybody, this is another episode of Vern Rant, and I want to tell you this. I was looking at the internet earlier, and I thought I entered the Twilight Zone. I don't know what happened. Today, they announced the ultimate and ultimate repacks. And I don't know if this just a slap in the face to consumers, to you, or do they really think that you're gonna run right out and throw down $66 on three figures? Oh, now I say three figures, and that's liberal, figures that you already have. First of all, they announced the Mando, Ahsoka, and Grogu 3-pack, and it's $66. Now, this Mandalorian was 20 bucks. This Ahsoka was like maybe $22.98 or something like that. So that's 40 something dollars. And when you got your first Grogu, he came in a single pack all by himself. He was 10 bucks. So right here, 20, 40, maybe 50 bucks. So another $16 on top of that for figures you already have. Now, granted, they gave Ahsoka some soft goods. But if you want to do that, just check out my friend Ways of the Sith over on Twitter. He posted these pictures. He took the soft goods off of the Rey figure and stuck it on Ahsoka. And you know what? It looks pretty decent. And is that the only change? Probably, because they probably had some leftovers and said, what do we do? Let's throw on a cloak and throw it in a box. Now, the Mandalorian's a little bit different. Everybody wants a Mando. If you haven't gotten him already, it's probably cheaper just to go find a single box of him, because after the very first release, every time they released him in a pack, you got a Grogu, you get a Grogu, you get a Grogu, and you get a Grogu. I don't know how many of these I'm going to have in my collection in the very end, especially if I buy this other one. That's 4. Now granted, you know, they're all a little bit different, kind of, right? But this new one maybe has some differences and stuff like that, but I'm almost thinking he's kind of closer to that one, which I think was like the single pack one. And I'm not sure I really need another one for my collection, because without my glasses, I barely see him. Now, instead of just packing a regular Mando, what they did was they used this existing tab and put a little hook so that he can have his Beskar spear. Well, guess what? This thing right here is from the battle damaged Captain Phasma, and I bet you can find that somewhere. Then you have a really cool Phasma with a broken helmet, and you got this like little spear. Doesn't look exactly like the Beskar spear, but if all you want is for something to sit in your display with Mando, that he's got a Beskar spear, man, that thing looks pretty good, and you don't have to pay $66 to get it, right? I think that's a pretty decent price. Now, here's what I think Hasbro could have done to make that more sellable. They did release a Mandalorian with a removable helmet one time with a Grogu. And here's the removable helmet, and here's the Din Djarin head. But anyways, they did release this version. Now, I think that what they could have done is they could have did that 3-pack, and they could have threw in a removable helmet Mandalorian to spice up the package a little. As you can see, I did a little soft goods on mine a while back. They could have at least given this guy soft goods too in the 3-pack. I think that would have made a big difference instead of just like giving him a spear. They're kind of reminding me of Apple right now, where they're saying this is the best Mandalorian yet because now he has a spear. And next month we're going to release the spear and soft goods. And the month after that, we'll get the Mando with the spear, soft goods, and a dark saber. Or why didn't they just throw the dark saber in the box? That would have been fantastic. Now, I know that didn't like fit perfectly into that time, but it would have been okay because he went back to see Ahsoka when he picked Grogu up from Luke, so it could have passed off as that pack too. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments. Is this a slap in the face? Are you gonna run out and pay $66 to get Ahsoka, Mando, and another Grogu? Anyways, everybody, let's get out of the Twilight Zone and get back to reality. And don't forget, have a fantastic day.